And yet another interesting find. Sorry for all the uploads. I'm just not sitting here writing things down, making a full presentation and make a full 20-minute decode. I guess like when I do it in parts, it's kind of like a 20-minute decode or whatever. But check this out, right? So I'm looking at the coach's records again, and I'm choosing the Bengals, but I chose the Eagles this way and I lost. But I just want to make an observation. I'm not saying this is 100%, part of it, but you see how right now the Bengals have an all-time record of 365 wins, 453 losses. So that's the Bengals. And then we look at the Jaguars' all-time record. Well, we look at the Jaguars coach. So, yep, the Jaguars coach, his all-time record. So, you see how he has 187 wins and 32 losses? And I'm thinking that he's going to go for 33 losses and stay at 187. Now, I'm going to connect the 187 to the 365, and this is the way I'm going to do it. So if you look on the screen here, I typed out 187, which sums to 205 in reverse ordinal, which is taking your alphabet and flipping it around, as you can see from the chart on the screen. So 187, so if he stays at 187 wins, the other team can become, 366 wins, or their 366th win, so to say. But anyways, the word 366 also sums to 205. So I found that kind of interesting. So 300, or what is it? Not 300, 366, right? Yep, so 366 is 205, and 187 sums to 205 in the reverse cipher. So 366 in the most simple cipher is 205, and you see how it comes together? So if the Bengals do win, they become 366, or 366, which sums to 205. And if the Jaguars head coach stays on his 187th win, and that equals 205. And the whole point I made with the other videos earlier with 33 equaling whatever I said. But again, observations. You can't come on here and crucify people for trying to figure it out. I don't know everything. I'm still learning. And that's the joy of the journey, to be honest. I mean, people can dislike the videos because, there's only so many reasons why people dislike these videos. Like, either A, you really don't believe sports is rigged. B, you're an agent, a paid agent who works for these leagues and doesn't want people such as myself presenting information like this. Again, like, if the stuff wasn't real, why would it make people, like, dislike the videos? Like, if it's bothering nobody, right? If this isn't real stuff, then why does people give the energy of disliking it, trolling their work, doing things of that nature? I'm simply just coming on here, presenting observations and getting other people to try to start a conversation, because there isn't too many intelligent conversations going on in the world today. And I think, gematria and numerology should be one of them. People should be talking about this stuff. Even if, like, I got every single game wrong, it's still kind of interesting to see how these numbers align. And, in my opinion, there's definitely something to the numerology. Like, if the whole thing with the Dallas Cowboys yesterday, if that record is right for McCarthy, and he did stay at 87 losses, well, there you go. I just read the riddle backwards. I seen the 87 on Gronk's shirt. Julian Hurts, he's born on 8-7. And, I mean, you know, sometimes it's just reading the riddle backwards. It's not, you know, people are shills and, you know, I mean, again, there's a million ways to swing this stuff because there's so many people who know about it, kind of. You know, you don't think people in Vegas know about this stuff, or, you know, they're definitely rigging it by the code. But, I mean, there's a millions and millions of people who are probably doing the same thing I'm doing at a professional level, too. You know, me, I just stumbled on it, thought it was very interesting, tried to debunk it, couldn't debunk it. So this is my journey. This is my channel. You know, people can follow it. They can dislike it. They can like it. But this is what I'm seeing, and you're seeing what I'm seeing through my eyes. So, I mean, hate it or love it, you know, the observations are the observations, and they're logical ones. It's not, you know, I try to stay away from making, like, really, really long Inspector Gadget arm reaches. You know, that stuff right there, that draws me away from this work, is when people are super reaching, you know. Like, there's no such thing as, you know, making certain things like this up, you know. Like when I seen the 87 with Gronk, and I seen that, you know, the kid's birthday was 8-7, and even today it was strange for me. Like, if you watch my video about the coffee order, you know, it's like I got number 8787. It's like something is definitely going on in this matrix. I mean, if you believe all this stuff is coincidental that I'm showing, especially the organic things that are happening in my own life, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're gonna be lost for a very long time. So, not to go on too much of a rant, but you know, that 187, you know, I think that's how they do it. That's how they connect it. So it's like, you know, if it ends up panning out that way, this would make sense. You know, the Bengals becoming 366 or 366. You know, and the whole 187 thing. So the thing that really blew my mind, though, is like if the Jaguars lose, it's like they're 0-4, and 0-4 is 92. And again, the game is being played on a day that leaves 92 days left in here. It's just so trippy to me. It's like, all right, there's got to be something to it. I mean, not all this can be coincidental. So, I'm sure there's more to it. I mean, if somebody's seeing something that I'm not seeing, again, you know, I put these thoughts out there because, you know, far and few many people do. You know, they're afraid of being judged or made in fun of or whatever is going on in their head. Me, I just, you know, I find this stuff super fascinating, and I kind of want people to get the gears turning. I mean, it's very entertaining for me as well. You know, picture the guy who sees this stuff all day long. I mean, there's millions of things that I see all day long. I just don't got the time to record them, you know. So, it is wild stuff. It is wild stuff. I mean, who knows? You could even play around sometimes and spell out 92. Maybe that, you know, 92. Maybe that has some significance. 44, 98. 44, huh? $44 and 98. Hmm. 145. 145. So yeah, it's always good to double check things, you know. So obviously there's nothing here, but there could be something that I'm missing. Probably a lot, to be honest. But, yeah, man, it's just mad interesting stuff. I mean, even one of the guys who is a coach, I think it's, is it May 10th? May 10th. It's not May 10th. 2:35. Nope. There is a person whose birthday is a day that leaves 174 days or something, or it's the 174th day of the year. I have to look. So it's not this guy. It's not the Bengals guy. It's the Jaguars guy. What's his birthday? July 10th. And I know this is probably irrelevant, but July 10th. See how it's 191 and 174? Well, look at the gematria parts. If you look over here, Cincinnati. So let's just type it on the screen. So Cincinnati is 174, right? And that guy's birthday for the Jaguars is on a day that leaves 174 days left in the year. And Jacksonville does some to 191. Jacksonville Jaguars. But that might just, they might have just did that because he was born on the 191st day of the year. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. A few more interesting observations, and, I wouldn't take exactly what I'm showing and bet like hard on it. But I would take the information I'm showing and try to apply it to what you find. So, again, I do this stuff because it's interesting to me and I'm bored. But, we'll see what happens Thursday. Let's see if the Bengals win. The Bengals. I want to see if that 0-4 thing comes through with the 92 on the 92 days left in the year. That would be trippy, man. That would be trippy. That would be trippy. And then also, like I was saying earlier, 9th. So the Bengals coach picking up his 9th win. 9th is 92. And just to verify that, we can go to Zach Taylor, who, if I look at his record right here, his record currently is 8-26. So he can pick up his 9th win. And again, the word 9th sums to 92. And Jacksonville Jaguars are 0-3. Well, when you spell out 0-4, it's 92. And they're playing on the 92nd day of the year. So we'll see how much of it's a coincidence, and maybe all of this means nothing. Who knows? But in the meantime, enjoy, guys, and have a good night.